My name is Siti Nur Fatihah binti Syukur, matric number H21A3084. I will talk about the definition of a company. A company is a commercial structure that stands separate from its owner, which directors by having control over its operation while shareholders possess ownership. It is founded for business purpose by people or organization with the goal of making a profit. The most corporate structure enable for an ownership to be sold or transferred. In comparison to other business structure, managing a company has higher cost and reporting obligation. Because of its structure, cost and legal obligation, it is better suited to medium to big firm. A company being a separate legal body can be sued and incur obligation apart from its owner. Shareholders' responsibility is often limited. Companies in Australia with an annual turnover of $75,000 or more are required to register for goods and services tax and file yearly tax report. A corporation must be registered with the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. So, officer and director of a corporation must understand and uphold their legal responsibility under the Corporation Act 2001, Commonwealth. Therefore, it is important to seek legal advice yearly on to determine the most suitable business structure for your firm, considering the advantage and disadvantage of a company. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Farhana binti Abdul Rahim and my number matric H21A2919. I will present about the ownership. Ownership refers to legal possession and control over property, whether tangible or intangible. It can involve various rights, collectively known as title, held by different parties. There are three types of partnership. First is sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is a business owned and run by an individual, corporation, or limited liability partnership with no business partner. It is not a separate legal entity from the owner and is personally liable for tips. Second is partnership. Partnerships are not separate legal entities but are personally liable for and losses. Lastly, corporation. Corporations are commercial entities with a board of directors responsible for managing operation and divide among shareholders. Divide to two corporations. First, public corporations are publicly traded, while private corporations are privately held and not publicly traded. That's all for me.
Hi, my name is Nakilawani binti Abdullah. My matric number is H21A2948. Today I would like to explain about the size. A company have two size, small medium and large corporation. Small medium a business that maintain revenues, asset or some employees below other certain thresholds. Each country has its definition of what constitutes a small and mindset enterprise. Certain size criteria must be met and occasionally the industry in which the company operates is taken into account as well. Company with a limited number of employees and relative low annual revenue. After that, the large corporation. Company have extensive operation a large employment base in high revenue. They are frequently multinational corporations that are active worldwide. Implies a company or unitary group of company if the company. A freelancer company need federal taxable income of 1 million or more for any of the most recent 3 tax years, minus any federal carryback or carryover of net operation losses or capital losses.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Salim bin Hassan. My matric number H21A2740. So I want to present about a legal structure. First is a private limited company, LTD. The most typical of business entity in Malaysia is a private limited company, since unlike a sole proprietorship, it has distinct legal character. It is perpetual succession up until the director and shareholder elect to dissolve the company. This can acquire asset, incur debt, enter into contracts, show or be sued in its name, and so forth. Next is a public limited company (PLC). A firm that is owned by shareholder and run by director is known as a public limited company. The general public may purchase shares from a public limited business. A PLC must also fulfill additional requirement as a result of being publicly traded, such as additional tax administration and publishing financial reports, so prospective shareholders have all the information they require before investing. A public limited corporation must basically be more transparent and public about its details than a private firm, because it's also traded on the stock market. A company was a share available for the public to buy and sell on stock exchange.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Haizat bin Wan Herman. My metric number is H21820737. I'm going to present about non-profit organization. Companies or organizations that operate for purpose other than generating profits, they focus on charitable, educational, or social goals. A non-profit organization is a company that the Internal Revenue Service (IRS) has granted tax exempt status to because it advances social cause and benefit the general public. The majority of the time, people and corporations who donate to non-profit can deduct their donation from their taxes, and the non-profit themselves do not have to pay taxes on the donation they receive or any additional money they make via fundraising efforts. Occasionally, non-profit are referred to as NPOs. Thank you.
I'll continue my part, which is industry or sector. Companies can also be classified based on the industry or sector in which they operate, such as technology, healthcare, finance, manufacturing. The term industry refers to a small collection of businesses that engage in comparable commercial activities. A sector is an area of the economy that can accommodate a variety of sectors made up of numerous businesses and is larger than other similar ideas.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Fatimah binti Abdul Rahman and my metric number is H2A2654. Locational presence. Number 1, domestic company. It's run its businesses exclusively within the bounds of one nation. Number 2 is multinational corporation. Runs operations across several nations and overseas corporate operation on a worldwide level. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Adlina Aisha binti Sabri. My metric number is H21A2924. So I will continue on my part, which is conclusion. In conclusion, these classifications can help to provide a framework for understanding the nature, legal obligations, and governance structures of different types of companies. It's very important to note that specific regulations and terminology may vary across countries and legal systems. It is important to note that these classifications are not mutually exclusive, and many companies can fall into multiple categories based on different criteria. That's all from me. Thank you.